I guess I should have put that away, huh? Whoops. Hey, I'm Christy. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, I live in northern Alberta, Canada, growing zone 2B. I have a flower farm and I grow most of our food for food preservation for the whole year. So I hope you stick around and check out some of the stuff that we have as updates going on our homestead. It's the moment of truth. Well, I'm planting and our snow is still one chicken deep. One chicken deep. It's going down though. So these Lisianthus here are going in to this raised bed. I have amended the soil with some slow release fertilizer, as well as some kind of like a little bit of a quicker release fertilizer. Since we have some cold nights coming up and I don't want to lose these, but I need to get them out of the house because I need the grow space, I need to put them in here, and I'm going to put in this is a heating cable. It's just basically, it's a heat tape. And so I'm not really worried about the center. I didn't like grid it because my biggest concern that I found growing in my space is it freezes on the outsides and then it stays thawed in the middle when it gets cold. And then I'm going to plant inside. Now for Lisianthus, when you're doing these as cut flowers, they suggest to do 6 to 8 inches. Johnny says 4 inches, but I'm gonna go with about 6 inches between in here, just because I want to make sure I have some good air circulation and I don't want any disease, because I have to put a fan in here and stuff, and I just want to make sure these stay very nice and strong. I have a lot more Lisianthus than I have space, but I'm going to pick through. I'm going to go through the ones that are ready to go out here or that are big enough, and then I'm going to reconfigure and take the rest back inside. Or I might just have to get more cable from the hardware store, like the stuff that goes into the gutters, which is actually much cheaper than the stuff for gardening. But I'm just this is trial and error this year. I have 700 more of these coming. These are ones that I grew myself, but I have 700 plugs coming, and I need to make space on my grow shelves, and that is in the agenda today. You can't see it very well. I'll show you. That's our big greenhouse, our heated greenhouse, and we need to get the plastic on it today. We're just waiting for it to warm up a little bit so we can work with the plastic, but it's going up today so we can get that snow melted, so next week my plants can go in there. We have a lot to do, so no pressure. I'm going to space using, this is a 6-inch plant pot, like just one from Amazon. So what I'm doing is and I mean, this may not be the right way for most people or any people or whatever. This is how I'm doing it. So I'm making planting points. So if I was to plant, in the middle of each of these, it would still work out to be, right? It'll still work out. So I'm making a grid using this pot. So I could plant one in each spot, or I can plant one there, and one there. So instead of getting 2, I'm going to get 3 plantings. And that's how I'm going to plant to try to maximize this space, because as these grow on the outside, they're going to have space out there. But right now they're small, so I can still cover them and gain the maximum amount of space. Remember, the ones in the middle, I'm not worried about. So I'm not going to go with inside, like plant in the middle of this pot. I'm going to plant on the outside markings of these pots, if that makes sense. I'm going to put one probably up here too. We'll see how we do. So I'm just making a stencil of these. I'm hoping you can see that well. This pot is so flimsy. So there, I have 6 indents. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plants, right? So we'll get to work. We'll pick out some of the better ones. I had a lot of algae growth. I've been neglecting these guys, but they'll be fun. So I need to get these out because they're starting to get their 6th set of leaves, some of them, and that is not good from what I've read and researched. See this guy right here? It has its 4 leaves and now it's getting more. I want to get these planted when they have 4 leaves. That's the ideal time. Even though it's a little early here where I am, our nights still get really cold. We're just gonna have to we're gonna have to hope for the best and go from there. So they are in. I did go 4 inches apart. I just did cross sections once I had them in these little points, but I hope they grow. They look happy. They look very happy. I was planning to do them in order, like so they have the different varieties, but that didn't happen. I just kind of put them wherever, so it'll be like nothing is organized, that's for sure. Just want to make sure that this little guy, yeah, there's a few of them that had some algae, and a few of them I don't anticipate they're gonna survive this, but I sure hope that we get some kind of flowers out of them. And yeah, some of them I broke the roots, so I just kind of doubled them up just in case one didn't make it, which I'm anticipating I'm going to lose some, but okay, let's hope for the best, you guys. I'm gonna water these in and let them enjoy their first day outside or not outside, but in a cold frame. It's not that cold here. It's actually quite nice. It's about 15 degrees Celsius. And this is what's left over. They're all full of algae. I lost one of these in this pack. So I actually, oh, Tyson's pulling plastic out from my greenhouse. Oh, I need to go help him. But before I do that, I did lose my stock. So I had stock planted here, and we had one really cold 20 below wind chill night, and I didn't cover them, like double cover them. So I think I might actually rip those out and put these in its place. So that'll be an after project. I'm gonna go help Tyson because I think, yeah, he's pulling out the greenhouse plastic. You see him? Okay, I'm gonna go help. I started this vlog a couple days ago. It's been so busy. I have just a million things on the go, and I've been here by myself. Usually this time of the year during spring breakup, Tyson is home to help me deal with all the things to do on a farm or on a homestead, and he's been working a lot, and Chaz has been at his mom's. And so I started this a few days ago, and I wanted to video the process of putting up our greenhouse and all the different things, and I just didn't get it done. I've been having a lot of other distractions, and it just was so much easier for me to just get the work done and then go over and show you what we did. I was planning to bring this to you yesterday, actually the day before, and I don't know, my stress level has been so high, and I don't want to bring videos that I seem really cranky or exhausted, and I am exhausted. I haven't slept in a couple of days. Just got lots going on and stuff. So I'm going to show you what I did, and then it's kind of a choppy vlog. Okay, let's go over to the other greenhouse. We just got this plastic put up a couple days ago. Tyson and I put the 2 layers up, and we got it all wiggle wired in, and then Chaz came on that. We got it wiggle wired on the ends, and then Chaz came and helped with the sides. We borrowed him from his mom's house for one day, and he really was a lot of help to get it done. You'll notice that our plastic is off. It's because when we put our posts in last November, we were fighting the weather and we were off square and just out just slightly. So we didn't want to risk the plastic not reaching. We had a lot of issues with, you know, getting it all done in a hurry, because those posts, I mean, there's no way we're going to be able to get those even remotely fixed up or pulled or pushed until like June. So in order for me to get my plants in here this coming week, because my shipments are coming next week, we had to do something. And so we just moved this wall back. Instead of losing this whole rib, we just moved the wall back and we anchored it the best we could for now, temporary. Hopefully there's no Chinook winds, and we should be good to go. But basically, it is just wiggle wire holding the 2 plastics together, and we have our fan going. As you can see, it's ballooned. There's a gap in between. So I'll show you inside. There's a lot of snow still. My job the last few days has been to come in and break it up with a shovel. And that's exactly what I've been doing. That's why I'm tired right now, because I did this twice. So the snow has gone down about 1 foot in here. So what I have to do is I basically, we got the heater in here. It's not hooked up yet because we can't find the hoses. They're under a snowbank. So what I've been doing is once or twice a day. Today's really warm in here. So what I do is I just come in and I knock the snow, and I have to do this whole thing. I mean, it's 20 by 60, so it takes a while to kind of go in and break all the snow, but it's going down quite quickly when I do that. It would go down much faster if we had heat going, but Tyson's not home. He's like trucking, and they had a setback, so he has to, when he gets home, we'll get this hooked up if he gets a day off here. It's just some stuff that needs to be dealt with at work that are really pressing, and that stuff is priority over my greenhouse. So work is always priority over the greenhouse, even though this is my work. The bill's got to be paid right now, so that's just the way it rolls. And so yeah, this is my job right now, is to just break the snow and get it melting so that we can get plants in here. My tables will be coming in here soon. But yeah, there's a few holes in here. We have to go in and patch them. I just fell through. It melts so fast, it hollows out under the snow, and then you fall through, and it's like quite a drop, because it'll melt like 6 inches underneath. So yeah, we got this all done. Chaz helped with putting this stuff up. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time walking in here. It's really deep, so it doesn't look like it, but it is. It's about it's about 1.5 feet right now. There was, where it was drifted, it was about 3 feet deep where we put this plastic up, and it was really deep. So we have our blower hooked up so that if we do get snow, we're not going to collapse the building. And I still need to clean all this up and whatnot. I've just been working on the snow, so I haven't done that. But yeah, we got the blower going. There's a bunch of bugs up there. I wish I would have vacuumed it out, but we were in a rush. And Tyson hooked it up before he left so he could at least get it going. So I can always just pop that off and vacuum in there on a day where I have nothing better to do. But yeah, it's up and I'm happy. So my only setback is because what's today? In a few more days, I have one shipment coming into one city of plants, and it's a small shipment, but it's still live plants. They're little plugs that I have to go pick up. They're frost tender, so they can't get left out, or, you know, we have to be careful of how they're brought home because it's still really cold here. I mean, any given day, it's -10 in the morning, 10 degrees Celsius. So, you know, we have to be careful. We can't put that stuff out. So I do have to go get them. And then the next day, my large shipment is coming in from a different province, because there's 2 provinces that I'm getting from. One's from New Brunswick and one is from British Columbia. So both of them are coming the same time. So I have to be in one city, and then I have to drive 7.5 hours to the next city to grab the other ones, making 2 trips. So it's a lot. So I think Tyson's home. Let's go see. So he's starting the skid steer so he can get some hay moved for the horses. It's kind of really muddy. This is the back side of my old garden. So yeah, we're trying to stay off that space, but anyway. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the little updates and the progress we made to the greenhouse. And you know, I was reflecting a little bit looking back, and I noticed how far we've come. We haven't been here for very long at this property, and this whole backyard was just weeds. And every year there's something, there's always an improvement, there's always a little bit more. We're always just that one step ahead of being more sustainable and more self-reliant. And you know, it's like a feeling of accomplishment, even though this is so far behind and I'm stressed to here. It's like, I'm so grateful, and I feel like it's a really big accomplishment, a step towards, really big step towards more self-reliance. And that is huge. That's a victory. Just even having that awareness that this is a step towards that is a victory for me. So I hope it inspires you to see the small triumphs, even if they are in a delay or not at the right time or not optimal. See the good in the situation, no matter what it might be. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out, and I'm gonna go see if I can get my boots muddy. Bye for now, you guys. Take care. So how is putting together the greenhouse?
Yeah. Get out of here.
Love you.
Love you too.
So there's been a few people asking updates about the barn cat, that I had done the video about the barn cat, how he reacted to the treatment of having that blockage and whatnot. And because you see him, Tom, in pretty much all of my videos, and I don't really want to talk about it, but I feel like I should address this now because it has come up. He did really well from the IV, and he was doing excellent. We cleared up his issue with his blockage and stuff, and he was eating his food, the food smoothie, He switched off of the other food. He wasn't eating bad things anymore, and things were great. He was really healthy, back to his normal self. A few days ago, sadly, I came in here to do morning chores and to feed the cats, and I unfortunately had found him laying here. He was mauled by a dog and he passed away. So sadly, after all of that, he didn't make it. He succumbed to extremely bad injuries. And so that's life on a homestead. It's life on a farm. It's life with animals. It doesn't matter how near and dear they are to you. They come and they go. And the main thing is just make the best of it while you have them. And that's part of this lifestyle, is to cherish and enjoy all the amazing moments that you have right now, because they're worth it. All the memories I have are worth the sadness that I feel that he is not here anymore. And that's just the reality of being in this lifestyle. If you have animals, if you have pets, if you have livestock, they come and they go. And you just got to make the best of them while you have them. So I hope that answers some of the questions. Thank you for asking. And also, Iceman is doing excellent, and I will do an update video when Chaz is here so he can show you. But anyway, thought I'd let you know.